All right, guys, we got a special treat with y'all today. We have Stoney, the captain and owner, part owner, co-owner of Rep City, the defending UFL champions. What's going on, Stoney?
What's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling tonight?
All right.
All right, all right.
We doing good. We want to thank you for being with us. We're gonna jump right into the questions. Your team just came away with a narrow win, beating UTF 7-zip. We seen you move from Shady, who was starting this quarterback in replacement of Adi. We seen you move from him to Reggie in the second half. First of all, who came up with the idea for Shady to be your starting quarterback this season now that Adi has taken some time off?
Honestly, in the beginning when everything came about with Adi's decision to step away, we really options were slim because really nobody was available. So after talking in the group, Shady stepped up and said, "I'll throw." So with that being said, we had a practice and we talked about it and we said, let's see how it'll go. So that's how that came about.
Why did y'all decide it was time to move on from him? He scored, you tied the first game. You had a narrow loss the second game. What made y'all decide in the second half of the third game it was time to move on from him?
Well, it was just to try to just light a spark. That was all. It was nothing to be too much into it. Shady felt he was struggling at the moment, and he felt he better off suited to see what he had at wide receiver and also at defense. So we agreed, and I told Reggie, warm up. And that's how that went.
Go ahead, Lou.
So let me ask you, you could have used maybe Cabby or even Dave at quarterback, because not to say, look, I give Shady this much. He came in there in a situation that he's never been in with the blitz and it being 4 rush, just couldn't, I guess he couldn't adjust in those few games. But did you ever think of maybe Cabby or Dave, who has played in that type of situation?
Honestly, no, bro. I wanted to give Shady as much time as I felt he needed, because honestly, quarterbacking is not easy and everybody has something to say. But when they get behind the helm, when they don't show progress or results, it's, this person wasn't doing this. He didn't see me open. But it's simple things like running your routes and listening to a quarterback, because a lot of us didn't get to practice with him. You understand? I got to work out with him, a couple of the fellas, but most of the team didn't. So it's little things like that we got to take into account and be better at, and then also provide better energy. So you understand? It's Shady. The job is never easy, especially when, like I said, he's coming from a different league. Yeah. But I also commend him because people wanted to step up, but I seen Shady throw, and I liked what he fit in the structure of our offense.
Go ahead, Ghost.
Listen, and I'm gonna speak about the elephant in the room. We was watching a couple of y'all games, and we kind of saw as the games went by, some issues on the field, like guys having loud discussions out on the field, arguments, however you want to call it, disagreements, I would say. Where sometimes there's some strong words being shared back and forth. But it seems like ever since, Adi stepped down, it seems like there's more, issues, at least from appearance. Can you shed some light into why we're seeing more conflict within your team?
Honestly, it's no different from anybody else, Ghost. Football is an emotional sport. Mistakes happen, disagreements happen. Bro, people get caught in a moment. Cabby's a fiery competitor. You know how I give it up. You know how the reps give it up. We demand perfection. So if in the spare of the moment things are said, don't get too much into that, y'all, because it's nothing. Remember, we done won. We done been worst to first. We done been first to first. We ain't really, you understand? It's still early in the season. It's so easy. What's our record? 1, 1, and 1. What did we just give up on Saturday? Can y'all tell me how many points my defense gave up?
7 points. You're second overall on defense this year.
Wait, how much we gave up on Saturday?
0.
7.
Oh, you're talking about
Zero.
no,
Zero.
Saturday was
Zero.
nothing.
All right,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
a
0
zero,
points.
right?
Yeah.
Y'all heard a 0, right? In
Yeah.
that column, right? I don't
Yeah.
hear nobody mentioning the 0 that we just put up against a very capable quarterback in Jeremy with the weapons he had.
Right.
I don't hear none of that. I hear negativity. There's always going to be negative in football. My job as running the show is to keep that out of my huddle. Y'all could call me toxic. Y'all could call me what you want. But at the end of the day, call me a 3-time champ in the UFL. Call me a casino champ because it ain't easy to run a team. I'm pretty sure a couple of y'all have ran teams and you've had players that are very high strung. You've had divas. You've had, feel me, people that think they should get more opportunity. This sport, if you don't got tough skin, shouldn't play it. And we playing for bread and we playing for bragging rights. So like I said, I don't get caught too much in the moment because come Saturday, you know who's going to be at the field? Cabby's going to be at the field. I'm going to be at the field. Dave's going to be at the field. Reps is going to be at the field.
Right.
It's nothing.
I mean, that's interesting point that you just gave. One of the things I want to ask on that. Yes, your defense is still carrying, holding down the team, which they have done for the last few seasons. The problem was when you had a number one defense and your offense lacked, you wasn't really formidable, and then you had to take the offense the following year in order to win a championship. This year, once again, your offense is struggling. You're 8th in scoring. That has to be a concern now. And how are you expecting? Are you expecting that to completely change now that Reggie's at the helm, or is this just a substitute for now until you find something better as far as your quarterback?
Honestly, it's 3 games. Saturday will be the 4th game. Again, the Reps are not the only team struggling to score. The Reps defense has been the calling card since we entered this TFL thing. I'm a strong believer in defense wins you chips. Yes, you have to score, but at the end of the day, you have to stop them from scoring in order to win. Right. You understand? So whoever's at the helm, like I said, nobody's given enough credit. Jay, how many different starting quarterbacks I have for my team in all the leagues that I've been in? This year, last year.
Absolutely, yes.
How many chips have we won?
You won numerous chips, especially.
All right. And every one of them was with a different quarterback, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Have you seen anybody else in the TFL do that with a block brought together team?
Only team I seen really do that with different quarterbacks was Underrated and
You can't compare us to Underrated because Underrated gets the best of the best.
Yeah.
We don't get the best of the best.
I see what you're saying.
We don't get but this is a block. This is from Casino, 2-hand touch to the TFL to now we all over the place. I still don't get the best of the best players, but you want to know what? I get players that want to win.
Right.
But now I have a question.
I get players that want to win. That's it.
Here's the thing. I think the reason that people might be saying things is because you're a loudmouth. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna rep your brand no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And you as a defending champion, if you're 1-1-1, you're not looking like the same team from last year.
Of course, a lot of teams are not looking like the same.
We're talking about rep who won a championship. We're not talking about nobody else because you're the defending champion, right?
Yes.
Again, I love hearing you in the huddle because it's hilarious because the energy that you bring. You're a very energetic player, and you're loud, which is awesome.
Oh, we lost him. We got Stoney back. It's funny, Stoney, because Lou said I think he cut off because he's on his way to my house.
Oh, I'm around. Trust me. I'm in the Bronx somewhere. So if you're in the Bronx,
nah.
Tony, let's keep it real. Bottom line this. I understand your team is your team and y'all going to get into it, but all the arguments have been personally with you. We seen you argue with Cabby. We seen you argue with Rel. It's all coming. We seen you argue with Buto. Everything is surrounding you. We know you're a great motivator and leader for your truths, but are you becoming more of a distraction than an influencer?
You asking me that?
I'm asking you that because a lot of guys are saying that it's you that they're arguing with, and it's not motivating anymore. It's more annoying. That's what it seems like on the field.
Hey,
how would you address that?
If it's annoying and my team tells me to fall back, I'll fall back. But one thing I'm never gonna stop doing is I'm never gonna stop showing emotion.
That's true.
And if I feel somebody's not giving effort, I'm gonna let it be known. If I feel somebody's here for the moment and they're not in the best interest of the team, I'm gonna let it be known. Anything, good, bad, ugly, I'll deal with. But if you honestly, like I've told my brothers, bro, I'm not the best person in the world, but you want to know what I'm passionate about, what I do. And if they don't see the vision the way I do, I love my brothers to death. But I'm not gonna change my colors because you want to know what? We done got this far with me moving like this. But I can't lie. Yeah, there's sometimes I get overly, because like I said, I'm not the only one that gets caught in the moment, bro. I want to win. I'm not a young child no more. I'm not 27-year-old Stoney, bro. I'm a couple years from that 4-0. Feel me? You see me? I have my kids playing with me in. You see, my son is gonna make his debut on Tuff Talk, playing special teams. A 14-year-old kid who plays with men and plays in Sky Moog other leagues, bro. I don't have this for long. I got a child. I got children I'm trying to develop to be great. But while I'm doing it, I'm going to enjoy this. And like I said, I'm sorry, my brothers, if I'm too, feel me, I get too overly, but I just want the best for this team. And if it's me falling back, like I always have done, I will fall back for the betterment of the team. But it's just not that easy to just, I'm saying, turn off the switch because, bro, I enjoy this shit. And passion is passion, bro. It's hard to let go. I wear this on my sleeve, man. I wear
That's
my
a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah,
listen,
and look, and I've been good on Saturdays with all the arguing and all that. Have I cursed? Have I gotten out of character? Have I received the unsportsmanlike? No. So at the end of the day, I'm behaving to an extent.
What I'm going to give you right now is, despite with everything that you just said, I think the best thing you did for everybody watching on your team is when you said, you know, you're sorry to your brothers, you know, and it seemed you could see kind of the emotion and the love that you have for them based on what you said, and that small statement. A lot of people believe, and a lot of people from the outside believe it's Stoney wanting attention for Stoney, but in your message that you just said, in that little part, and how you got kind of emotional in that statement when you apologize to them and you basically show the love you have for the team and them, I think you did a great job expressing how you feel in that small statement alone. And I think that little part right there could have possibly saved your season, because I'm ready to follow you based on that little part, because a lot of people said you were seeking attention. And by your statement just now, I don't think of it that way at all.
Attention, you're right. I want attention for the reps, not for myself. I'm a part of something bigger. A movement that's been moving for a very long time, and a lot of people in the TFL world didn't want to play, didn't want to shoot up. They used to talk about my team. I'm the cancer. I'm this. I couldn't. It's cool. I listen. When I'm wrong, I admit it, Jay. When I'm right, I'm gonna throw it in their face. Because you want to know what? Ain't nobody. The very few that mess with me in TFL, they show me love. Feel me? But it's a lot of fake. It's a lot of fake, phony stuff out there that, bro, I'm not giving into that energy. My job is to bring this team to the next level. And when I'm done with this, and when the Rep City name is done, y'all be on Instagram, YouTube. Y'all say, dang, them boys from the Bronx, they really balled out. That boy Stoney, he really meant what he said. He really did what he was doing. And I did it. I can't say humbly, because I'm not humble in this. I don't want to be humble. I don't want to be humble. It should, because I don't get enough credit, and my team don't get enough credit. Period. From Michi, from Rel, from Test, from anybody. Hey, matter of fact, from Steve-O. I got vets that get overlooked because they're not seen on a daily basis. You understand? And that's why when you hear me talking, I'm really talking for my brothers, not just for myself. Honest to God. Amen.
All right, Stoney, we appreciate the talk. We appreciate the time. I think you said a lot in this interview. I think it was much needed, not only for the league to understand you, which I know you don't care anyway, but it was more for your team to understand where you're coming. And I think that was a great job, and you did a good time voicing your opinion.
I'm in the trenches with it, man. Like this, speaking my heart out.
Thanks for the time, Stoney. We really appreciate it.
Yo, I love
Right,
y'all
God bless
guys,
y'all. Good
man.
night.
Without y'all, they wouldn't hear my voice, you heard? So thank you for passing the voice. And no matter what, I love all my TFL brothers because without them, I wouldn't have shaped myself into the man that I'm becoming today. And that all has to do with everybody that's in the circle, from TFL to you, to bro, to your fit, everybody. I love y'all honestly, bro. And I wish everybody the best. Don't be fooled about the annex on the field. I'm really a
we
nice
know
guy.
football. Yeah, we know you are.
I love family, bro. I love everybody, man. Stay safe, and I'll see y'all Saturday. And Saturday,
All right, bro.
And just keep being the villain. Keep being the villain. We love the bad guy. I love the bad guy.
Saturday, Batman's pulling up. You heard? Saturday. See y'all soon. God bless. Have a good
All
night.
right, bro.
Talk to you soon. All right.